Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Space, and in this video we're going to be going over throttle stop. So what throttle stop is it's an overclocking piece of software that you download, and it allows you to overclock your PC. It's basically the easiest form of overclocking, besides maybe one or two other pieces of software that do the same exact thing. So what you're going to want to do is go to throttle stop, or actually techpowerup.com. I'll leave the link to this download in the description. Click on this download link here, download it, and you will get this file. Once you get the ts_obsidian file, you'll open it up, and you'll get this folder. Just open it up, and run this stop sign app that has a T in the middle that says throttle stop. Once you run throttle stop, you'll get tons of information on the screen, but don't be overwhelmed with all the information. Just bear with me, and I'll go over basically the basics of all of this in then a longer form. So if you guys want to stay for the whole video, you can choose that, or you can just choose to go through the basic setup. So what we're going to want to do for gaming is go over here and click gaming if you're on a game, of course. And if not, click performance. I don't recommend going to internet or battery, but game and performance. So whether you're just on a game, or you're just on your computer programming or whatever and you need your computer overclocked, go to performance. But I suggest go to game. Then what we're going to want to do is make sure that you have clock modulation at 100%, chipset modulation at 100%, set multiplier to the max that you can go to. So mine starts at 8 and it goes all the way up to 19. So I'm going to set mine to 19, set yours to as high as it can go as well. Now what we're going to want to do is go down here to where it says BD Pro Chat. You're going to want to click on that, go to a taskbar, and you can untick that. Speed step, click on speed step, C1E, you can click that one. And then we're going to go over here to where it says package power. Now you might have a different thing here. It might say min power or max power. Make sure that it says max power. Now what we're going to want to do is go down to limit reasons. Make sure that none of these are red. If they are, what you're going to want to do is go over here to BD Pro Chat and turn it off. But if your limit reasons are not red, you should be fine. Next, go to TPL. And under TPL, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have all of these set exactly how I do. So don't check any of the power limit 3 boxes. Leave these all the same. And what you're going to want to do is make sure the same for the rest of these. So don't change any of these settings and make sure that these are not changed. But what you're going to want to do is go to the PPO power limit, put it all the way up as high as it can go. And as you can see, mine's stopping at 28, and then click apply. Click OK. Next, we're going to go to BCLK. Make sure that you have that setting showing up when you're on Obsidian. And then we're going to click C6, or what was it? Yeah, C6 right next to it. And you're going to want to make sure you have game up here. Go down and make sure you have C6 checked in this packet C state limit. And then we're going to go click apply again. And now you're set up to run your overclock. So what you want to do is turn it on with this button right here. And there you go. So your PC is now overclocking. And you can also start the monitoring if it's not started by clicking start monitoring. And you can see the change in temperature, the change in CPU usage for each one of your cores, and your chipset usage, and all of that good stuff. So you can see up here that I'm running at 1.9 megahertz approximately. So, I mean, not 1.9, but 1,900 megahertz or 1.9 gigahertz. And what we're going to want to do now is just click stop monitoring, because you don't want to monitor it. I mean, you can, but it probably makes your computer run a little bit slower depending on what type of PC you have. So you're just going to want to click stop monitoring. launch the game that you want to play, and you should be all ready and all set up. Now, for the extra part of this, um, what I suggest that you do is make sure that this is all on max power, the same exact settings, but when you're in, sorry. So this changes the temperature. If you click the temp button down here, make sure that it's on temp. Um, and then what we're going to want to do is go down here to options. You can actually save this as a profile so that every time you launch Obsidian or throttle stop, it will save and it will launch straight back into the same settings that you had it as. And you can do that just by going here and clicking in profile 1, profile 2, and then clicking OK. And then when you go back here, just make sure that you go down to options again, and then make sure you're on the correct profile. So again, that's basically all you need to know about overclocking your PC. All the rest of these settings are really not for anything lower than a Core i7 processor. If you have a Core i7, then you can go ahead and mess with these settings. If you have an AMD or NVIDIA GPU, I suggest checking one of these boxes depending on which GPU you have. And again, this is by going to the main screen, clicking options, and then look down here in miscellaneous, click on the GPU you have, and that's basically it. You want to click OK here at the bottom. Make sure you click save so it saves your profile in the bottom left here, and make sure that your Obsidian is on again. So once it's on, once it's running, you can start monitoring it. You can try to benchmark your PC and try to get the best FPS out of it as possible, making sure that you're running as many gigahertz as possible, and you're not maximizing, but getting more than the maximum performance from your PC that it's supposed to give you. So that's basically the basics of overclocking. I will have a video on BIOS overclocking, tons of different ways to overclock. If you want to check out my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.